Kickstarter is a fickle beast. Like, you are promising that you're going to make something, right? And it's going to be exactly like this.
Yeah.
Right.
You are selling people on a vision.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't even have that vision in front of you. You don't even know if it's good. If that vision changes at all, you're screwed, right? Like when a Hello Games promised multiplayer in No Man's Sky, right?
Right.
How screwed were they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They have turned that around. Like, they
Yes.
are one of the few stories that I
Yes.
look up to. And I'm like, you
I don't know
guys
how.
screwed it up,
Yeah.
and now you've brought it back. That's a beautiful underdog story.
Level 857 Video Game Podcast.
Welcome once again to the Level 857 Video Game Podcast. This is LG857.
The 23rd Stallion.
Stikz.
Your boy Big Choco.
And we have a very special one today. Because
We are introducing the lead developer of Bombfest, ZacFierce.
Hey, what's going on, sir?
Not so much. How about you guys?
Oh,
Good,
you know,
man. Got
you know.
a couple of beers.
Yeah. Cheers, by the way. Here you go.
I have a shot.
Oh, you got a shot.
Cheers,
Okay.
cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
All right.
Cheers. I can't reach over.
I know,
All
it's
right.
okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
This guy
Being safe,
Everyone out there.
Cheers.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome. Just like every podcast, we always start off with what we're playing or what we've been playing. So that being said, anybody would like to go?
Let's start in Chalk's direction this time. It's always me.
I'm gonna start with the surprise game I've been playing.
Okay.
Super Blood Hockey for Nintendo Switch.
Oh, so you finally did it.
Yeah,
Let's start it.
Really?
Yo, it's like ice hockey with blood.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it dope?
yeah.
It's really
Does it
good.
play like that too?
It plays pretty much like ice hockey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except for the different size players have different stats.
Okay.
So that makes gives it a little more in depth, and you have to figure out your strategy that way.
Okay.
But they keep it simple though.
Yeah, it's simple. It's simple.
And it's co-op.
Okay.
Yeah, you can play 4 players.
The
On the
tournament.
same team?
Yeah, you can do that, or you can play 2-on-2.
The tournament mode.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta bring that to the house so we can get that for first.
I will.
You gotta stream that. You gotta stream that.
Definitely. And I've been played Smash Brothers, tried out Terry Bogard.
Nice.
Boss-style wolf.
No, he's good.
I'm about that life. And of course, I've been playing Dragon Ball because I got a tournament on Saturday, and I'm praying to get past the first round.
Where's it? Cradle?
No, it's a place out in St. James, out east in Long Island.
St. James. Where the fuck is that?
It's near Port Jeff.
Yeah. Poor
Oh damn! I was about to say maybe I'll tag along, but I'm like it's a little far.
I'll be driving. Like, what's the big deal?
It's not that.
What time is the tournament?
I believe the Dragon Ball brackets start at 6.
I might be getting messed up that night.
5 or 6.
Wow.
He was deep in thought about it.
I was. Sorry.
Good luck on that
I
battle.
might be.
But yeah.
Hopefully
I
you
think.
get there to the end.
No, I feel like.
Yeah.
Been training.
I feel like I've gotten a lot better than I have been since the last tournament I played in.
Oh, nice.
And
I've seen the montage. It's a pretty good montage
which one? Which montage?
of you training.
Really?
Yeah, it's like Rocky. Same thing.
Yeah, the music and everything.
Should put that up.
Put a collage together, put the music.
Exactly.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
I like that.
That'd be good.
All right.
What about you,
Guys are
Jay?
crazy.
I have not. What have I played? What was I playing? I played River City Girls again,
Dope.
Right.
and excellent
Dope.
game. I still get like it always takes a while to warm up to it,
Dope.
and then once you're in it, it's just mesmerizing.
So good.
It's such a great game.
So
Right.
good.
So I've been stuck on that, and we made what 50% in almost.
Yeah, it's 44, but yeah, it's pretty much.
Yeah, it's a
50.
pretty
Yeah,
long. It's a pretty long game,
Yeah.
and we're not even halfway.
Wow.
But
It's a good length though. It's
Oh,
you,
yeah.
you could tell it's not too long and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not too short.
yeah, but that's pretty much it. I've been testing stuff and trying to get other things to work on the system and all that. But besides that, I'm not playing much yet. After I beat a few things, because I only work on a few games at a time. So once I get back to those and get to them, then I might finally get to Gears 5 at some point. It's been out for so long. It's been out for so long. I haven't even gotten past the title screen. It's so hard.
If you want to join, you can join our co-op stream.
Word, you could be the robot helping
Yeah,
us
then
out.
you can
Oh,
play.
that's right.
You
I
can play
could.
3 players.
Word, yeah, do that,
True.
do that.
See, the reason why I haven't played it because we have the Pro, the Xbox,
Right.
and I have the regular one.
You mean the X?
Oh, yeah, the X. Okay. Whatever. the better version of it.
The weird naming.
Xbox
Yes.
One
So
X.
we have the Xbox One X and I have the Xbox One S.
Right.
The one down here that you guys play on is the X, and I want to play it at 60 frames at 4K. at the same time.
Of course you do.
So
Let me stop.
I want to.
Yeah, of course.
Well, it's the first game that I've seen that
No,
could do 60 at 4K, and
I
I want
got
to play it through that,
Okay.
like that. And I don't want to split the screen because I want to see the whole damn screen. So I want to play
So
it one place.
selfish.
So, so I haven't played it yet, and I haven't played it on my system in my room because I want to play it down here. So that's the only reason that's holding me back. So it kind of sucks having two systems in two different areas. You got to decide where you want to play it.
Sucks for you.
Whatever. I'll just take my code back.
I'll take my code.
So how about you?
Me, it's only been 2 games. One is Door Kicker's Action Squad, which is one of my favorite games so far.
I heard the music, by the way.
The music is awesome.
80s music wins me over every time.
Very 80s inspired action movie type esque music, and
Is it 80s music or is it now music? Because everything
it's
has
written-
80s music.
That's
now.
for real.
That's
I hope
true.
It's coming back. Which
That
is
is
great.
true.
Everything
That is
is 80s music now, so it should be like.
Hey, listen,
this
man,
now.
I can't get enough of it, man. I
So
love
good.
it. Just keep it coming.
So now it's 2020 music.
Yeah, we just did our our third stream.
Yeah. So
Yeah, as a matter of fact, for everybody listening live, it's going to be posted up on YouTube. Our first playthrough,
Yes.
co-op playthrough,
Going up
Door
tomorrow.
Kickers tomorrow, and awesome game. Next thing I've been playing, I play this every day. It's Tetris 99. It's no surprise that I play this.
Why do you play it every day?
Because they have challenges. They have daily challenges at 12 a.m. every day. They unlock new challenges, 4 of them. So you get 4 points, which allows you to basically just unlock stages, music, and stuff like that. And I'm almost
grind.
complete. I only have 4 more to unlock, and I just
Then they
got
add more.
everything. Yeah, and then they add more.
Then they give you some more.
Which actually, there's a tournament this weekend, so I'm probably going to enter that. And they usually have like an online tournament that they have like a stage or something that they give you if you get a
On the
certain
game
amount
itself.
Yeah, in the game itself. But
Okay.
usually exclusive to that tournament. So if you don't enter or whatever and you don't make enough points, you can't get that item or whatever it is that they offer.
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
I'm playing a lot of games. I just noticed.
Yeah,
This
you're
is
playing-
it's usually you who plays the most, or maybe
yeah.
you.
Yeah,
But for once, I'm playing.
Oh no, you beat me.
Oh yeah,
I'm
we're
playing Gears 5
You
with
got
you. I'm playing River City Girls with Stikz. I'm playing Door Kickers Action Squad with Al. I just beat Blasphemous. Just beat
Psycho.
Oh, my friend Pedro.
My friend
I lent it to
Pedro.
you to
Oh,
play.
you beat it?
yesterday. Yeah, one sitting.
Awesome game.
Yeah. And I
Awesome
just
game.
picked up Smash Brothers again because Terry Bogard just came out, who's amazing.
He's dope.
So he's
Yeah.
an amazing character. They did a great job with him. I couldn't put it down. Me and Chuck were just before we even started the podcast.
We were battling.
We were battling Terry versus Terry, and it was fun. It was fun. Power wave. What's that shit that he says when he's
Are you okay?
Are you okay? Like every time he does this super move, are you okay? Like what kind of translation?
The thing that gets me is like he says it before
Before
he
he
hits
hits
you.
you.
Yeah, it's like, are you okay? Wait a minute, what?
Yeah, are you okay? And then he attacks you. Like
Not anymore.
It's probably because he knows you're not going to survive that punch.
exactly.
I guess. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm playing all those, and I might start Strider soon.
Strider.
Finally.
I'm the only person who hasn't played Strider. Everyone else
10
has played
years
it.
late.
Which,
The PS4 one.
Yeah, the one that
Yeah.
came out for PS3 and got re-released.
I was so
for
fucking
PS4.
late on that, but yeah, I'm probably gonna
yeah.
start
Didn't it
that.
come out on Xbox 360 also, or no? Or
Not
am I
that I
got that
remember.
mistaken? Oh, it's only PS4. My bad. Sorry.
No, no. It was on 360.
Was it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, so I was.
One,
all right.
two,
This was
three.
way back in
I
the
thought
day.
I was mistaken.
Yeah, so like 4 or 5 games I'm fucking playing right now.
They're teenagers that were born. when
How
that
about you,
came
Zach?
out.
Well,
playing?
I fortunately with the amount of work I get, I'm usually playing the games I'm working on. But I've been making time for a little game called Destiny 2 on Steam, and frankly, I like these having a game in my roster. I like to call comfort game.
Yes.
Any game you can
Oh,
just
yeah.
go to,
Yeah.
just boot that sucker up and just play a mission and just have YouTube open in another window, have the TV on
Yeah.
across from you, and just really you're not paying attention to the game, but it's something you can do, make some progress in, and feel accomplished. So you got to have something like that. Right now, that's Destiny 2 for me. Apart from that,
Interesting. Yeah.
I've been playing some Smash Bros. Haven't played Terra yet, but I've been keeping up with all the stuff online. Very excited about
Who
that.
do you use? Who's your guy?
I'm a DDD main.
Oh, DDD.
Really?
Oh, I hate
You
DDD.
made them so angry.
He gets me so mad.
You just angered.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd like to see how you do against my Ganondorf.
Yeah, we gotta get
Yeah,
you. We gotta
yeah.
get you. We gotta set up an arena probably early December, maybe mid-December. I'm gonna invite a bunch of people. You need to. I'll let you know.
I'll be there.
Yeah, please. That'd be
Let me
awesome.
know. I'll bring the hammer.
Yes.
Gauntlet is
I hate
down.
DDD. He's one of my most hated guys to fight. I hate DDD so much. I was playing with Terry today, practicing, and I always hit random just so I could learn how to play against different characters, and DDD waxed me so fast. It got me mad. And the computer never gets me mad because it's the computer. And I'm like, yo, he fucked me up. Oh my god! I'm so mad. I hate DDD, but that'll be dope. That'll be awesome.
Awesome, man.
If you come through the arena. All right,
Good stuff, man. All right, so I guess we're going on to the news.
It's time for the news.
Let's
Time
go
for the
on
news.
to the news.
Just got
Are
my
you
blood pressure
ready?
boiling right now. I gotta calm down on that.
All right.
All right, so.
So Sony is shutting down its live TV service, PlayStation View, in January 2020, which is rather soon.
Yeah.
So that was like there's certain things that I thought were doing good, but I guess I was wrong because because they're shutting it down completely.
Yeah.
So what it is a live TV service where they have YouTube TV and they have like there's other ones where it's a cable replacement. So you pay like $40 or $50, something like that, for separate channels that you get,
Right.
like as a subscription based on this, rather than like a la carte. Not a la carte. A la carte.
I was like, wait, a la carte.
Are we talking about Castlevania?
Yeah, Castlevania.
But
All right.
you would get to choose, the channels, see if it has the channels you want, and then pay them a certain amount. So you're not paying $200 a month for your cable. And people just, cut their service that way.
It's just another option to cut the cord and not have to go.
So Sony, being a media company, I thought would have like all of their movies in
Yeah.
the Sony View, and they would keep them away from everybody else and try and make that their own, just like how Disney is doing it with theirs.
Right.
How is Paramount doing it? So, like every company is making their own streaming service now. So to have everybody doing that, I guess they couldn't drop the price as low as something like Disney, because Disney and Apple are starting this month
Right.
getting their services out. So I guess they felt the brunt of that, and Netflix with Disney and Apple are just going to be too many things. And they were like, listen, we either got to ship this off now to somebody, and maybe they'll buy it off us. So they put it out for purchase, but I don't know if anyone's going to buy it.
Right.
But maybe they can integrate it into something else, because everything's going to be bundled with each other. So it might add something. But I would think that they would have said, hey, maybe everybody took everything, and they're like, there's nothing left to get, man. So either we get out or we're just gonna lose this battle, because they're not gonna have HBO. Because HBO came, like if you saw what they announced last week, HBO, they're fierce competition. See the name.
Yeah.
But I think that might have scared them to the point where they had to be like, listen, we got to close this down. So I'm glad I didn't have it and didn't rely on it for my TV shows and stuff like that, because I don't know how many people actually subscribe to it,
Right.
but I think that they're focusing now more on just the games.
Yeah.
and
Right.
their
They
movie
should. They
studio
should.
and
They
stuff.
should
So
focus more on that.
Well, I think they definitely had that in mind when they, the reason why they're shutting it down is probably because you start up your PS4 and then you see nothing. You see the
add to
PlayStation
TV
View,
and stuff.
and then
Yeah.
add it, they
It's a lot
really
of stuff,
pushed it
man.
hard.
But I wonder if they're gonna like reintroduce it when they do the PS5 and just have a whole media service where you can stream games and TV and everything together for like $15 or whatever.
I don't know.
Which is a lot of money still. But if you get all the games, maybe. But I mean, why would you get rid of this?
Right.
Maybe to rebrand it, because they're not getting rid of their movies.
Well, they have too many services though.
They are gonna.
They already have too many services. And,
Yeah,
and I think them getting rid of this is a step in the right direction. I think they should focus more. Like the PS Now is a better service for somebody to
$10.
be. Yeah, it's a better service for them to get into because it's not
I just saw commercials. for this,
saturated for it.
Yeah.
Huh?
though. I just saw commercials.
Did
for
you?
it, though. Yeah.
Oh shoot!
It's like,
Wow.
we
Oh, wow.
open a world of TV.
Oh, see? Oh, look at that.
And it's,
And it's over.
closed.
And it's not here anymore.
Welcome to the world of TV.
So everybody's talking about Microsoft closing down everything, even if it's successful. And
Right.
Sony's like, yeah, I guess we can do that too.
Yeah. Maybe
So-
Amazon could buy them.
Yeah.
They got deep pockets, man.
Maybe.
Amazon's about to take over the world.
Listen, whatever they have available on PlayStation View will be serviced out to another company. So they'll just probably integrate it into something like Amazon or something like that.
Yeah.
Because everyone's probably offering them more money just to take what's on the channel
Right.
to put on their service.
Right.
So we don't know that part. So,
But what's your take, Zach?
Interesting. I've never been a big proponent of like watching shows or even YouTube on consoles.
Mhm.
But I've always had something like, well, my phone is the most portable thing I own, and I've got a smart TV, so I can just have a YouTube app on there, or Netflix or whatnot. But I think giving people more options is always valuable. Like, I'm a small developer, and I have to be scrappy, and competition brings out the best in people. So having more options like that is good, but at the same time, maybe this is the way it's meant to go. If Vue wasn't competing to the level of other services, unfortunately, it either needed to step up or evolve to retain kind of that share of its market. So maybe this is for the best, but at the same time, like you said, people who relied on this, they're not going to be happy about it. But hopefully they can integrate into something better, or PlayStation can come back with something even stronger in the future.
Exactly. Yeah. So maybe we'll see something. Maybe we won't. But we'll have to just keep an eye out and see what happens with it.
I got my Netflix. I'm good.
Well, Netflix is losing stuff left and right. Unless it's their own service, like their own movies and stuff, they're gonna have. Obviously.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's so tragic that The Office is leaving Netflix soon.
Oh, yeah, really? Well, I'm like you, man. I'm big into YouTube. YouTube all day. Man.
You could find
listen,
anything.
I would, if I'm paying for one of these services, it would be YouTube TV.
Yeah.
I don't pay for it right now because I'm not paying for cable right now. This is for you guys doing it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
If I was paying for my own cable, then I would have.
Y'all pay for that. I didn't pay for it.
Hey, I told y'all about it, but y'all wanted to keep cable because y'all had to watch.
Yeah, man. I need something. In the
Nature
background.
Channel.
Yeah, it's depressing having a black screen in the background. Like, come on, I need some like sports.
They have
or
live
something.
TV. They
Chill.
have ESPN.
Chill, man.
They have
I
it
like,
all.
I like my local news, man.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you know,
It was this guy who stopped.
Yeah, it's me, man. It's me. Me too.
Local news is charming. Like,
Yeah.
it'll never get old. Like, and the
Yeah.
older you get, the more charming it gets. I feel.
I agree.
Unless it's about someone getting the staff of Popeye's chicken.
That did happen, right?
That did happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's not charming. It's not local.
Oh,
luckily.
man.
Not local.
That's terrible.
But yeah, so
That's
that's
terrible.
PlayStation View. Gone.
I'm glad we do video game news and not regular news.
Yeah.
That would be horrible.
Depressing.
So depressing.
All right, so in this news we have
Yeah.
Nintendo news.
Okay.
So Terry Bogard is the fourth downloadable content character to be added to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate since the game's release.
Yes, sir.
And they had it wasn't a direct, but they had an announcement.
It's actually properly labeled the Terry Direct.
The Terry
That's
Direct,
basically what it was.
That's what's
I
up.
thought that was just the Sakurai Let's Play. Just
pretty much.
But-
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
call it
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is, everyone was so pissed off. Like, why didn't they announce the fifth character? And it's
Because they
obvious
said so.
because they're showing off the fourth one, and he's not even out yet. You know,
Patience.
Their announcement was, we're going to talk 45 minutes about Terry Bogard.
Right.
And we're not announcing another character. So don't get your hopes up to see another character.
But
they
I
kept
but,
their word.
but I know why they did that long for him is because not a lot of today's gamer know who the fuck Terry Bogard is.
Exactly. And
So,
it's a shame.
Terry.
Yeah. It's like,
It is a shame.
they're like, who the f- is Terry Bogard?
How many people on
And like-
Twitter were like,
I'm sorry to
Who's
say,
Terry-
but I don't know who Terry Bogard is.
yeah,
And
well,
why do we care who Terry Bogard is? I'm like,
Well, he's got that
Excuse
90s
me?
hat, though.
that
It has a metal.
It's the
does
best
it-
hat since Diddy's hat.
Did they take the metal thing, like the license plate, off the front of it? Because that's so 90s.
no, the trucker hat is dope.
The
It's
trucker hat's
iconic.
that's iconic, dude. In his costumes, there's one that says Fatal Fury,
Yeah.
Smash Brothers,
Yep.
Neo Geo, and there's one
Hungry
that's
Wolf.
black. Yeah, Hungry Wolf. It's pretty dope.
Did they have his other costume?
No, we were
They didn't
just
have
talking
the
about
leather-
that.
leather
No,
coat
they
with-
don't.
with
They
the
didn't.
long with the ponytail and the long
Yeah,
hair and the
yeah,
brown
yeah.
coat. Yo,
From,
that suit was fire.
Garu?
Yeah,
Mark of the Wolf?
Yeah.
I want that costume, man.
But you know what?
too.
People were pissed because like they have on his stage, they have a Fatal Fury type stage,
Yeah.
and when you knock someone off the stage, there's a wall there.
Yeah.
It's like glass.
Yeah, it's like glass pretty much, and you have the only way to get them off. They have to be over 100 or whatever,
Okay.
and they break through the glass.
Really?
Yeah.
It looks so good.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, this stage is fucking crazy. And they have Rio from Art of Fighting in the background. They have
Geese Howard,
Geese
Andy
Howard.
Bogard, Joe Higashi,
all those guys.
Kim Kapwan. It's
Mai there?
Well, you know what the funny thing is? I'm glad you
We're
said
gonna
that
get to that.
because so Sakurai was like,
Couldn't
you
put it in.
there's somebody who's missing, but this game is for good guys and good girls. I was like, I'm like, I knew it because
Couldn't put her in there.
the titties will be flying everywhere. You know what I mean? Come on, because if you look at today's perverted gamer, they're gonna pause.
when she's doing a move, and they're gonna look up her skirt or whatever and try to catch an ass cheek or something. So it's like you can't do that.
The way they put her in games now, there's
And you're
saying this because that's what you would do. No,
that's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, they already pushed the envelope with Bayonetta because she's in the skin tight, outfit.
No, that's not an outfit. That's hair.
Yeah, well,
hair,
you know what I'm saying. But like,
hair.
it's something covering.
Technically,
I played that all-female SNK fighter, the heroines.
You
SNK
did?
heroines.
Yeah,
the other day, just to see what it was like. Yeah, they basically dressed me in like nothing.
So that's and it's like, people complain. I'm like, but
The animation,
I get
though.
why.
No, well, the thing about Mai is that she's
known for that.
She's over sexualized character.
Yeah.
And that's what her quirk is.
You
That's
can't
what
have
her
that
thing
in
is.
Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
You
just
just
not
You
a.
can't have two in Smash Brothers.
No,
Yeah, you just
I
can't
mean,
do it.
We've
Unless
already
they
got
really
She could have been
DVDs,
chilling,
so-
sitting somewhere.
Yeah.
She could have been sitting in the back with her arms across.
Yeah, they'd be like, why is her arm crossed? She's
Yeah, yeah.
blocking her. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, come on.
They'll complain over anything. Though.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it was a cool direct. I mean,
For
I
45
liked it.
minutes? Like, what did they exactly talk
The
about?
Neo
history.
Geo, the history of Neo Geo
Okay.
Mm.
was the first thing they went over. Like,
Right.
all right, for all y'all who don't know Neo Geo,
Right.
and then they talked about Fatal Fury,
Mhm.
and then they went into his moves,
Right.
and then they went from his moves to his stages, the 50 tracks of music.
There's 50 tracks?
50 tracks
That's
of
insane.
fucking music.
Jeez.
It's nuts.
I don't remember one song from Neo
I
Geo.
honestly don't either.
Maybe 2 tracks.
Yeah,
I don't know. 50 though.
I was like,
No
yo, that's
way.
insane.
Jeez.
That's insane. And then they, close it off by showing the old trailer with some moves with Terry Bogard, and then that was it.
So you could have SNK versus
Oh, and I'm sorry,
Fighter.
the Mii Fighters. The
Yeah.
Mii Fighters.
that Me Fighters.
That Akira.
Ryo.
I'm not happy about
Akira.
this.
Akira from Virtual Fighter.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Jackie from Virtual
Virtual
Fighter.
Fighter.
Yes.
Who was the other one?
Iori.
Ryo from Iori.
Yeah, I'm not happy with that one, man.
I wish he was in the game.
And
Exactly, me too.
Samurai Showdown girl with the bird.
Nakaruru.
Yeah. They're all in there, and which
That's
is
awesome.
dope. Which is dope. Yeah,
That is pretty
really dope. So I mean, I have no complaints about anything that like Terry Bogard plays perfect. Like,
Well, SNK
perfect.
was known for fighting, so they just put everything that they had on there in there. So,
Yeah.
and there's so much they can make a whole. They can put just as many characters
Yeah.
as they have in Smash Brothers just from SNK in there.
Oh,
if they wanted to.
absolutely.
It's ridiculous.
Absolutely. Without blinking an eye.
And then they put Akuma in just for that.
Yeah.
Get a cool with the fuck out.
I wanted to ask Chalk this because I know you're a big, fighting game fan.
Yeah.
What about Darkstalkers? What if they added any characters from like Donovan how crazy would that be? You hear it first, guys.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, Darkstalkers. Come on.
They put them in there and then it'd be canceled.
Well, all right. So let's talk about this seriously for a second.
Yeah, what's up?
Morrigan would probably be outlawed. Felicia
Yeah.
outlawed.
You're right.
Yeah.
Donovan would
Donovan
be a go.
would work. And what was her name? She's like a Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh, I know
Baby
you're talking about.
Hood.
Just a puzzle
Yeah.
fighter,
She
yeah.
would be perfect.
She would be perfect for
BB Hood would
Smash.
be perfect.
Yeah.
And who else? They got Donovan. Who's the dude? Who's the vampire dude? I can't remember his name. The main vampire. Oh, Jetta would be dope. He was the main. He was the main boss from
I
Darkstalkers
remember
2.
these guys.
Darkstalkers is a great series.
All right. First of all, last time we saw Jetta, he was in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
No
But
one saw
I guess
that
nobody
either.
played that.
Ain't nobody playing that here. Ain't nobody playing that.
I
So-
played it. I still love it. Leave me alone.
So Zach, did you know about Terry when he was announced? Like, so some
man.
people watching
I've been
online,
keeping
it
up
was
with
crazy.
that so much. Yeah, so I'm definitely excited for Terry. I'm mostly excited because they added a 5th special move, right? You've got up, down, neutral, forward, and backwards.
Oh
now.
yeah, the back kick.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
It's been since Melee before they've added a new special
Yeah,
move to
that-
characters, right?
yes,
So
yes.
if you don't count like Inkling's recharge special as a special move,
I never even
but
used
that's
them.
nuts.
I hate
mean,
Inkling also. I hate these.
They can go so far from here.
No, it was really not only good for the character but good for Smash Brothers also. It was just a great presentation and introduction for this character for people who don't know him, and for people who do know him, it was just like, oh, this is so awesome. It just felt like a new thing for me. Like it breathes new life to Smash Brothers because I love Smash Brothers.
That game is never ending.
Yeah, and
they got
I hope it never ends.
6 more characters.
Yeah. Zach, real fast, who do you want as the 5th character?
Oh my gosh, that's tricky. I know. Like I'm not rooting for him, but Doom Guy has been thrown around.
I heard
He's been thrown
right.
around.
Yeah.
Now, who do you want?
That I don't understand.
People are gonna keep asking for like Shantae and other
I
characters.
heard about
Oh,
that too.
yeah.
I heard about
That's
that
not a
too.
bad one.
No.
Oh man, that's tricky. So how I ask myself is, who do I want Kirby to have a new copy ability? Do we have enough Fire Emblem characters? There's a few more of those we could throw in.
I mean, I will say add like 5 more. I'm a Fire Emblem guy.
Oh,
so
God.
like,
Me too.
I will always
yeah,
say.
there's no representation.
But
So.
could you imagine Kirby with Goku's stupid hair?
Yo, you and this,
Could you imagine?
Oh my gosh, Super Saiyan Kirby.
that should be the final character they ever announce. Should be Goku. It should be like
Absolutely.
that they ever announce. Should be
Absolutely.
Goku.
So
Man.
so one character you could pick if you wanted to be. If this was the last character in the game, what would you pick?
Shoot, last character in the game. Crud. Well, we haven't really crossed into like Microsoft territory, and we haven't crossed into.
They don't
I
have
mean,
much.
I'd add Crash Bandicoot. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I
That's
grew up with
one
a
of my
guy. His
choices.
moves are already there. He's got the slide.
Right.
He's got the spin.
The spin.
Like
I think
he's
it's
got the bazooka.
I think he's a definite going to be in the game.
I
Like
told
a
you, I want
definite.
the 3 console square off. I
Yeah.
just want it in the game.
It's
I want
gonna happen.
Sonic, Mario, and Crash squaring off. That's it. That's why that would pick that would be the one.
You also gotta look to characters that they didn't do any assist trophy stuff for or anything else. Like
Master Chief.
no one cares about Master Chief.
The disrespect is so bad.
Crash Bandicoot is nowhere
Oh
in
my
the game,
gosh.
so that makes me think that he's gonna be in it along with the one that I want, Ryu Hayabusa from the Ninja Gaiden series. He like that guy's gonna be in the fucking game. I just don't know when.
I tell you why I want him in. If I had to choose between Crash and Ryu, I would pick Ryu because
The soundtrack.
the music.
The soundtrack.
I want the
Ninja
music
Gaiden
in the game.
soundtrack.
Yeah.
I want the music
That
from the
Ninja
8-bit games in the game.
Give me 50 tracks of Ninja Gaiden.
Yo,
I will lose my, I will lose my mind.
That Ninja
Yeah.
Gaiden 2 soundtrack, the first stage, bro.
Oh, I will lose
my
my mind.
Now, if it wasn't for the music, I would pick Crash because, like I said, I want that square.
I think, to be honest, they're,
Crash has some bops though. Crash
Yeah.
has some bops. You know.
they're both going to be. I
Yes.
guarantee they will both be in the game.
There we go.
You guys
We
ready?
heard it here first, folks.
Yep, they will both be in the game. If they're not in the game, I leave level 857.
Whoa,
You're a
hey,
liar.
easy
Me
there.
too.
And then- for a whole day.
For a whole day.
Yeah, I didn't say
For
how
2
long. I didn't
hours.
say how long.
5 minutes. What?
All right, so that's the news for that one. And now, Nintendo says more 3DS franchises are coming to the Switch.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
So-
yes.
3DS, their games were great, but they were on such a weak system that seeing them remade for something like the Switch would be astounding.
And portable.
Because and portable. Well, it was portable anyway.
No.
But the resolution of the screen was just laughable.
Yeah.
So anything that looked good on there was because it was that small.
Yeah. Right.
So
Right.
we'll do this quickly. So if you can have a title from the 3DS ported over to the Switch, which one would you like it to be?
That's easy. Kid Icarus Rising.
Kid Icarus.
That's it. That's easy.
Kid Icarus.
That's definitely easy.
with a different control scheme.
Yeah.
Then
I
it
hear
would be
so many good things about Uprising.
It would be.
I
Nice.
want to play it sometime.
Yeah. The fact that nobody has played it is a good reason to put it
And
on.
Kid Icarus is
exactly.
in Smash Brothers and has 2 games.
He's got like 5 items in Smash Bros. too.
Yeah, like it's 2.
It's like, what is this
fucking
drill?
games.
What's the staff? Like,
Yeah, like bring this shit out.
Well, in this room, the only 2 people that played is Turbo 857 and myself are the only people that played. That
Yeah,
game.
Rising. Yeah.
And I really wish that they didn't have to. I didn't have to use a freaking stylus to control. And I'm just like, why couldn't they just add that, map it to an analog? That's
Because that would have made sense.
No, because they wanted
But
you to
that's a-
buy that. Did it
Right.
even work? Did it even work with the analog stick thing?
No.
That
I had
thing
the,
that
I bought the Circle Pad Pro
Yeah.
for the 3DS. The Circle Pad Pro XL. I had to go to Nintendo to their website because they didn't have it available in the stores
It's worth $7 now.
on retail. yeah, I bought it for $20 actually. But man, and I was like, oh, I'm so excited because it said it worked for it.
It worked for Resident Evil.
It did.
That's about it.
There was only like 7 games that it worked for, and that was one game that it didn't. It
Hence
didn't
the
really work.
$7.
No, it just. Oh man, that's horrible.
What would you like to see?
But what I would like to see, I'm a big puzzle game fan, and I would like to see Pushmo ported to the Switch. And actually, that game would be an easy port because it was already ported to the Wii U, which I also own.
What type of game is that?
It's a weird 3D puzzle game. But
What's it called? Pushmo.
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 You play this little character that walks around, and you have to push and pull these blocks or whatever to solve the puzzle.
Sounds like a song a stripper would.
But you have to
Push smoke.
push smoke. Push smoke.
Oh yeah, this is adorable.
do you know what it is? Have you ever heard of it, Zach?
I'm looking it up now, and this guy.
Oh, it's an addictive game. It's long. It's just like
I know
200
who the next
levels.
Smash character is.
Oh, imagine that. I'd be like, what? Left field. But yeah, that's the game I would like to see ported. And again, it's
a funny
easy,
name also.
It's an easy port.
Okay.
Easy port.
The one game I want to see ported from 3DS is, I've said this before on the podcast if you haven't known. It's WarioWare, the collection that they had for it.
Oh
All
yeah.
of the games on there, and I was so mad. Like I heard they were gonna bring it out, and then they said, "For the 3DS," and I was like, "The Switch just came out. Give them this game. What are you doing?"
They did that a lot. They did that a lot.
Yeah, so they didn't do it, and we don't have a WarioWare game on the Switch.
That's true.
And I want it so bad.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I want. Just the full one with everything from all the games. I mean, you can even do Twisted if you want.
What if they had a WarioWare collection? Like
That's what I'm saying.
everything?
That's the one that came up with the 3DS.
I'm so actually surprised. There's nothing like that for the
Yes.
Switch.
Yeah, I know. It's
I'm very
crazy.
surprised that that's not out.
And you can come out with the one from the Wii U if you wanted. Like it says a touchscreen.
Mm.
Do all of them.
Hopefully, it's gonna be
The only one they can't do is the Wii U. Yeah,
No, they can do all of them.
they can't do the Wii U
It's
one
the touchscreen thing.
because they have.
Oh,
The
actually,
screen.
no, you had to pick it up.
You have to have the pad and then the screen.
Just make it
true.
work with the damn. Just make it work. Just do it.
VR. No,
Just
no,
do
no.
it. Put the Joy-Con down. Pick up the Joy-Con. It'll work. It'll work.
I don't know.
It's fine. How about you?
Never had a 3DS, so I kind of don't care.
Oh. All right, moving on. Let me say.
Mario Maker, right? Right?
Yeah.
It's done already. All right.
He's like, there's no Halo on there. I don't care about it.
There's no Halo, there's no Gears.
Listen, they had this role player that came with the 3DS. They should put it on the Switch. I don't know what that game is.
Bro, that doesn't help.
It came with it. It was on every 3DS. All right, so for one game that you could pick off the 3DS, what would it be for you, Zach?
Oh man.
You gave you all
I
this time
actually
to
I
think.
didn't own much for 3DS. I got my first 3DS early last year.
Whoa.
And let's see. If I had to pick game I played the most, Super Smash Bros. I really hope.
Yeah.
Let's see though.
It
Like
all
for real,
comes back, you know.
They had different stages.
Full circle.
Pokemon. I grew up with Pokemon Silver. That was my first Pokemon game, and I got Soul Silver for DS, right?
Mhm.
And it was for DS, 3DS, this weird in between. But apparently I got a pirated copy. Like paid full price
was
for
it a
that
real one?
sucker. Nah, because
you got
Heart Gold and Soul Silver had this thing where if you had a pirated copy and you get to the shoot, not the casino, the game place in Goldenrod City, the gambling place. As soon as you start that conversation, it just crashes your game and corrupts your save.
Oh.
So skipped it, but there's a backup that just slowly corrupts your game.
Oh,
So I caught a shiny Golbat, and then my game corrupted, and I had to load a save, and I lost that thing. I'll never see it again.
Oh,
But
that's
Silver
painful.
was like my childhood. I want that back. That and like Kirby's Epic Yarn hasn't been on Switch yet. I love that aesthetic.
that
I
was a
love
good game.
Kirby. He was my main back in Smash 64.
Ah.
Respect.
That's dope.
You got it. You got to respect the fluff. I mean, he saved everybody.
You got Yoshi's Crafted World though.
That's true, but
Yeah, but no.
I miss Little Pink Guy.
Yeah.
All right.
He's badass in Smash.
forgot
man.
about that game,
He's you can't sleep on Kirby in Smash.
No, you can never sleep.
No, he's a
on it.
beast.
I have issues.
People know how to use him. He's
savage.
a beast.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if I want to know what they're gonna do with it. I want to know what 3DS games.
Hopefully they announce something.
They need to
In
announce
the next
something,
direct.
because
Especially-
Christmas is coming, and so they need to announce stuff after the stuff that they
I want to
already
see a
announced.
damn direct. Damn it.
It's not all about Metroid, even though people are waiting for that too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm anxious to know what 3DS franchise it'll be, and if it's Wario, oh my gosh,
Oh yeah.
that's all.
Ooh,
That's all I want.
interesting.
All right.
Number 4.
And is Bluepoint Games trolling us with this tweet? So this news is about a tweet that Bluepoint gave out. Let me just try and pull this up here.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see the graphic on the screen there.
Let's see.
So let me read the tweet for you. So calm this spooky night, a symphony of rumors, not one but two, return from shadow. A resistance to dart home as black monsters escape twisted hills to wanderlands and siphon souls. filter your candy collections, soft from solid, and be eco-friendly. Have a metal Halloween. So that's what they put out for Halloween.
Wait.
So basically, it was a bunch of references to games
Mad
that
references.
people think that they might be working on.
Right.
So they made, what was it, the remake of Shadow Colossus?
Yeah.
So it's Sony, and they're like, the rumor was that it was going to be like a Metal Gear. So that's why it says from soft to solid and all this stuff in there. And then siphon for siphon filter because they say
Symphony
it's a
for
Sony thing and
Symphony
Symphony
of
Night
Castlevania.
But
because Castlevania.
But the
And it was
animation,
dark
they
looking.
had a GIF animation, which is what we're using as a graphic of bats, like a Castlevania.
Yep.
And-
So a lot of hints in there. Twisted Hills. But
It's gonna be Batman on mobile.
yeah.
Batman on mobile.
So-
Oh god.
So thinking of what it could be
Yeah.
and what they've worked on before, no one in the whole, I looked it up online. I was trying to find if anyone would say anything about it saying eco-friendly. So I was like, Echo? Isn't that how you pronounce Ico? Isn't that the game that's right before
Shadow of the Colossus.
Shadow of the Colossus? And I'm like, no one has said the reference for Ico in there, which is
Ico,
pronounced
Echo?
Echo. And that's like easily one that they could be doing right now because that's the only game from that lineage that hasn't been on the system. But they had the other one with the, they had there's a trilogy. So they had the third one, they had the second, which was
Those are your games. Those are your games.
And then
Yeah.
Ico. I call it Ico. I'm still calling it Ico. Damn it. It's ICO. It's Ico. But Eco, yeah.
Call it ICO.
Eco, Echo, yeah. ICO.
You know that ICO.
The ICO game. But if they redid that, as beautiful as that game was, that was the first game I got for PlayStation 2 that looked like it deserved to be like.
No, look good. Look
Like
ahead of its
reason.
time.
Next
Yeah,
gen.
Look ahead of
it
its
looked
time.
like a reason for me to have that system.
Yeah, look good.
Because I had Strider before that, and that was not even for the system. but yeah, that was the first game to like awe-inspire me to say, wow, that looks astounding. So if they put that on the new systems and made it as lush as it was then, but with now graphics, that would be, I think people would be happy. But
I hate teases. They piss
listen,
me
I
off.
want it to be Symphony of the Night. Come on, I want it to be
dude,
Symphony of
That's
the Night.
why I hate teases because
So-
like you throw in anything Castlevania, you're like, oh, Symphony of the Night, oh, remake, oh, coming out, and then it does come out, you're like, oh, well,
Listen,
I don't care.
the thing is,
anymore.
No, it's
Guilty
gonna,
Gear-
it'll be another mobile game.
Yeah, exactly.
Use Guilty Gear
Exactly.
graphics. Use Guilty Gear graphics. Make Symphony of the Night. I was like, oh my gosh. It's impossible. It's too much money to do something like
Do you know
that.
how many- how long have we been saying that though? We've been
I
saying
know.
that for a long time.
But there hasn't been any side
saying
scroller
that-
that looks like Castlevania.
Yeah.
There's been Metroidvania games that
Right.
are great
Right.
with the animation and everything, but there hasn't been a Castlevania that looks like
Castlevania.
that. Not even a Bloodstain.
Nope.
That looks great. It plays great. It's an awesome game.
But it's not that.
It
same
does
style.
not look like that though.
No.
So, or if it's Metal Gear, okay, I'm fine with that.
You know
But,
what's funny?
do they really need to make Metal Gear over again?
But you know what the
No.
thing is? I just thought of this like the other day.
Make a movie.
I thought of, why don't they just remake Metal Gear 1 for Nintendo? That would be so dope.
Yeah.
Like that's the only time it would be like, you don't need to redo
different
the
game, yeah.
the solids. Don't worry about the solids
don't
anymore.
touch those.
Right.
Go back to the first one. That'd be really fucking cool.
Because they never did it. Yeah.
And
They
painful.
never did it.
Listen, put that one.
That was a tough game.
That was painful.
Oh my god, that game was tough.
Put that one in Metal Gear MSX. The real second one. Put those together.
Right.
Make one game in 3D.
Okay.
And
Dope.
blow us away.
That's dope.
But who's making it? Kojima can't make it. He's not part of Konami anymore, so that's not gonna happen. So what do
Actually,
you do?
then don't make it then.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just gonna take a
So,
dump all over.
What's your thoughts on this?
Well, gentlemen, I think this mystery's been staring us right in the eyes the whole time, and I've got to figure it out.
Oh yeah.
You see, Sony needs an answer because Nintendo's been pulling away with it lately. They've been pulling in all these different franchises and characters, and Bluepoint has a lot of experience. They're pulling in all those references, right?
Mhm.
In fact, they've got experience with the one game that can compete with Nintendo.
And what could that be?
PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
Ah,
The sequel's coming. baby. PlayStation 4, get ready. This is it.
Crash Bandicoot's coming back.
Were we just
Yeah,
spoke
that's
about
what it would
this.
be.
We
Yeah,
just spoke about it before.
yeah, we just spoke like
yeah.
yesterday. We spoke about this.
Yeah.
Listen, what they'll do is they'll cross all the characters that are in Smash Brothers into this game,
Yes.
and just put it out.
Dude, that would be insane. Actually.
with Crash as the lead guy.
There you go.
Exclusive.
He's Sony's Kirby.
He's only on there
Yeah,
to take
Kirby.
over and kill.
And they bring Kirby over. How'd that happen? Oh my god!
Like,
he'll
like the
kill
Civil
Kirby.
War, you know, like Iron Man and Captain America, like the Civil War.
Oh
Kirby
man,
and-
Sakurai's just
Kirby
like,
and-
I'm never gonna make another Smash Bros again. 'Cause he's so tired of the characters.
You already
He just
said
goes
it.
over to
yeah.
All Stars and he's like,
Yeah.
this new cast. I feel inspired again.
He
Imagine
honestly
that.
should never make another one. I don't want
No,
him
no.
to. Just
Yeah.
keep adding. Add DLC packs. I don't care. Keep adding DLC
And then when a new
packs.
system comes out, just be like,
Port
here you
over,
go.
port over.
Here's the
add
same
some more
game.
characters. That's it.
Here's
I
the
won't
same
care.
game. We're good. We're good.
I won't care.
Forever. Just bring it to every system that comes out.
I won't
Yeah.
care. I won't give a shit.
Agreed.
And just every year bring out 5 characters. You're good. You make money. Don't worry about it.
Yep. I'll pay. I'll definitely pay. You
Charge
kidding me?
$10 a character. It's your $50 every year. Everybody's gonna buy.
Yep.
But
He's not
yeah.
wrong.
So Bluepoint, let's figure out what that is. Stop dropping these hints. What
I
kind
hate
of
hints.
tweet was that?
I don't know what the heck that was.
That was
They're
definitely a
trolling, bro.
troll.
Trolling us.
They're like, yo, you know what'll be funny for Halloween? Let's
Every game you want.
Nonsense.
Happened. What?
We're making 18 games.
We're making 18 games.
Happy Halloween. What?
And you're
And it's
gonna
for the
buy
Switch.
all of them.
They're all for the Switch.
Yep.
Not even Sony.
Yep.
Everything's for the Switch.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Oh, you
lead developer of Bombfest. And now we begin the actual interview.
Q&A.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so just sweat it out. All right. So who's got some questions they want to throw to?
I will start, actually. Growing up, what video game, what's your favorite video game growing up and console?
Ooh, let's see. Well, I grew up with an SNES. We played a lot of Super Mario World.
Yeah.
What was that? Freaking not Galaga, but side-scrolling shooter with Vic Viper and
Gradius.
Gradius. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
that
Gradius.
Pilot Wings. Some sort of like Scrabble Tetris mashup game that I could never play. But I really came into my own with Halo Combat Evolved and StarCraft.
Oh, wow.
You just won his heart right here.
Yeah, Chalk is so happy. Look at him. He's like,
You won Chalk's heart right there.
No, it's funny because nobody on this podcast cares about Halo.
I like Halo 1. I like Halo 1 a lot.
At 3. I like 3.
I played
Oh,
co-op
man.
with one of them. I
You
forgot
played
which
3.
one.
I like 3.
Was it 3?
3 was good, but it was the 1.
I have massive, like the best memories playing Halo Combat Evolved.
They just keep on coming out
Oh,
with part
yeah.
1, so it doesn't matter. That's the one that people want.
Jesus.
So what made those games like your favorite? What made that be the ones for you?
Let's see. StarCraft, like
Oh.
when I was growing up, I loved making like just playing pretend and making up stories and characters with my friends and like going on adventures. So I was I was big on like making games, as it were. It wasn't like video games, but it was like games you could play, word games, like story games.
Right.
You're a character and that sort of thing. And StarCraft had a level editor. They called it the world editor.
Mm-hmm.
And you could make your own stages. You could
Yep.
create super powerful units. You could put in little text boxes, make your own story. And Halo Combat Evolved had Halo Custom Edition, the other Halo CE, which was a mod that lets you mod the game.
Ah.
And I never got it working. But
What was
I
the
made
mod?
my own stuff in Combat Evolved. We had a game called Warthog Basketball. You go to Blood Gulch and you've got these bases. They're shaped like donuts, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you throw a sticky grenade and then a frag grenade and then shoot a rocket all as quickly as possible, they all explode at the same time. And you can send a Warthog, which you can't destroy them in Halo 1.
Mm.
Your goal is to flip it into the
Into it?
donut.
Oh.
I got pretty reliable at that. And when I
Nice.
invite some friends over, they would drag their computers and we'd play Warthog basketball.
That's
So
awesome.
the
That's-
fact that you
that's
could
cool.
make games in
Awesome.
the games
Yeah.
Didn't
was
they have a thing for that in Halo later?
they
Yeah,
did. They had
do have a
the Forge,
stage.
right?
Yeah, the Forge.
Yes.
And you can create your own versus stage.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So probably inspiration for a lot of developers out there.
Ah.
And what, Red and Blue? Wasn't that the inspiration for that show? So yeah, a lot of
That's
3D,
true.
a lot of 3D design happened from that too. So yeah,
That's awesome.
and Halo was dope, man. Look it up on YouTube. Halo, that fight is crazy.
Yeah, no, I remember I saw it. That was crazy.
But yeah. So all right.
I have a quick question because obviously you've seen our streams or our videos of us playing Bombfest. I just want to know what were the biggest challenges when you in developing the game.
All right, so here's I tell this story whenever I get the chance, but it's kind of a behind the scenes for development.
Okay.
Biggest challenge was we were, I would say, like 6 months out from locking down a build for console certification. Like you get to a point where you have to do 4 more months of development, but you're not allowed to change a thing.
Oh.
You just have to make what you have work. So once you get to that point, you have to stop. There's no more features. You just have to get the sucker working so that Nintendo says, yeah, we'll put it on the Switch.
Okay.
And I came up with this great idea. Right now in Bombfest, you get 1 life. You get knocked out. You come back as a bomb, but you it subverts kind of the survival formula that you'd see in games like Smash Bros, which was a big inspiration. And I was like, wait, why don't we just add lives? Why don't you just come back in after you get knocked out? And we could add options so people can pick how many lives they want, and we could change the stages so that the blocks come back on, so you can keep playing, and just keep the match going a little bit longer because people don't like to sit out, and that would keep them from sitting out. You could add a time mode so people would always be able to play. You just keep coming back on. And I was ecstatic about this. And I was like, I know how to do this. I'm making plans right now. So I pitched it to my business partner, Marissa Hike, the 3D, the art director on Bombfest, and who made all the 3D assets. And she said, it might work. It might be great, but you can't do it. And I said, what? Like, this is the best idea. Like, this is perfect.
Wow.
People can still do what they're doing right now, and we can like invite other audiences who want a different experience. But she's like, you can't. And I said, why? Like, I could just go home and do this. And she said, because we have something right now that people like and enjoy, and we have no idea if they're going to like and enjoy that to the same amount. You're taking a risk. And
That's
I
why?
sat there and I'm like,
Wow.
you're right, but I think it's going to work.
Right.
She said, maybe it will, but you got to sit there and say, this isn't just your choice. This isn't just your baby. You got a team. You got a publisher you're working with. There's a number of people invested in the success of this game.
Wow.
Oh man.
And I was like,
That's tough. Man.
crud, you're right. And that's when I realized I couldn't, this wasn't my baby. You know what? I needed to send it off to college. I need to experience other influences and grow on its own. So after that point, Marissa and the rest of the team I was working with, Matt and others, I decided that I wouldn't sit there and be like the sole source of inspiration for the design. Run everything by them. And frankly, the game's a lot better because of it. So it's so much that wasn't like a development problem or a programming challenge. That was a leadership, like growing up kind of challenge.
Experience.
And it was something I needed. So I would say that's that.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Really,
man.
really
That's
awesome.
great.
You tell her no.
It's happening.
Putting who at risk? Well, screw you.
Oh man.
I know it's gonna work.
Man, but if I would have gotten like a month into that and then realized it was going to take 5 months, that game would have never gotten out the door.
Right.
So I'm so thankful that we had that confrontation.
Wow.
That's awesome.
So shoot, you never know, right? You
Yeah,
never know.
You never know. It's,
So
I always find that it's like very similar to like the movie industry. Like when you're making like a director making a movie,
You can edit
it's
forever.
like you know, it's like it's not just the director. You have the assistant director. You got the lighter, the sound, and all.
Producers,
And
actors,
everybody,
all that good
everybody's involved, man.
Reshoots. We
It's
gotta
not
do
just
reshoots.
one
No,
person.
we're not doing
stuff.
reshoots.
The boom mic
Yeah,
guy.
It's done.
Yeah.
people
Boom
need to
mic's in
get
there.
the
No,
best-
that's
And a lot of
people need to-
times in the movie, it's like the end result is always different. You know, it's never gonna be exactly what they envision. You know.
You can see the face in an intro suit. No, just let it go. They won't notice.
But that's really cool, man.
It's 4K happens.
awesome.
Thank you.
No, that is awesome. Right? All right. Which one are we up to here? So, as far as Bombfest, what was your inspiration for it? Because there's another bomb game out there.
There is.
There's a few actually, but one Hudson, was it Hudson?
Hudson
Soft?
Soft, I think.
So Bomberman, who isn't in Smash Brothers, by the way, he's in
an assist trophy, which is
Assist trophy, so he
Which
beat
is-
me there.
complete bullshit.
but he is a huge character in gaming history.
He's big. He's
So-
big.
Let me ask you: was that game an inspiration of some sort to Bombfest in any way?
I've never played a Bomberman game in my life.
Oh, see, I knew it. I was thinking that.
See?
I was thinking that. I'm like, all
I
right.
always tell people this is Bomberman meets Super Smash Bros. And then I have to tell them, but I don't know what Bomberman is really like. So I'm just guessing. That's what they tell me. I say this with confidence. Bomberman released a multiplayer title on the Switch pretty early on too.
Yes.
yeah, we got
And
that.
it was. It didn't fare so well
was
in
not
public
good.
reviews and
No,
stuff.
it didn't.
was not good.
Honestly, it didn't
was
do
not
so
good.
well. Yeah.
So
I
as
bought
far
that.
as multiplayer bomb-based games, and there are a few others, I say with confidence that Bombfest is the best one on the Switch.
Oh, there we go.
You wouldn't.
I
be
mean,
wrong,
you've got
sir.
other
I
interesting
agree.
things out there. What is it? There's this chicken one that like it poops out bombs and you solve puzzles with it. It's a single player game.
I don't even know what that is. I only know
No,
of
thank you.
Bomberman and Bombfest.
Did we see a
I would've called
trailer
it-
for that?
What?
I don't
Did we see
know.
a trailer for that?
I
you think?
guarantee
I'll
we
tell you what.
probably did see
I'll tell
something.
you what I
Probably
would've
did
called
see
it.
a trailer for it.
I'll tell you what I would have called it.
What do you call it?
Chicken poop.
It's called Bomb Chicken. Yeah.
It's called Bomb Chicken.
I think we
Come on,
probably,
tell
we
me.
probably have seen it.
Tell me that's not a better name though.
Oh,
Chicken poop. Like a chicken coop.
Oh,
Oh, man,
all
it's
right.
awesome.
Back to the drum.
cut his mic.
Turn this man's mic off.
Cut his mic off.
Come on.
What the hell?
No, but I'm sorry. No, go. Could you
I was
still
gonna
ask-
say,
Go ahead.
Bombfest is, like you said, if not the best bomb game I played. Like some of the Bombermen back in the day they're really fun.
Saturn Bomberman's the best one.
Yeah,
Saturn Bomberman's
and
the
that
best
type
one.
of gameplay. But to take that bomb type gameplay and change it into something like Bombfest, way more fun.
Well, yeah,
like it's just.
I will say this. I will say because I know you're very good at Bomberman.
Yes.
You and Turbo 857 are very good at Bomberman. Grew up with it.
Yeah.
I suck at Bomberman. Horrible at Bomberman. I kill myself all the time. Every time I play the game.
It's like, hey, where am I?
What I love personally, what I love about Bombfest is the fact that like being somebody like me that's not really good at that type of game can, even if I die, you come back as a bomb and then you can still affect the game and it still keeps you engaged. I love that. That was an awesome.
To add
That
on
was
to what you
awesome,
just said, I've always been a strong Bomberman fan. I love competing against my brother in Bomberman. Always loved it. And when I first saw Bombfest, I'm like, oh, what could this? Is this a Bomberman ripoff? Let's just mess with it and see what's going on. It is not even remotely close to the same game. It's so different.
Right.
And it feels so different playing it. Like, even like the yelling and screaming at each other, all that is completely different. The items and everything. Like, remember we had our roommate, Mikey Bees, who's on the channel on occasion. He popped in just to fill in for somebody and was like, yo, this is fucking fun as fuck. He's like, holy shit, this is like, it's
And he's
really,
not a gamer at
Yeah, he's
all.
not really much
He's
of a
not really
gamer.
much of a
And it's
gamer.
really fun for gamers and it's fun for non-gamers also. And the fucking sword that you added to the game. I'm like, yo, this thing is the most hilarious thing because you're trying to walk away from the damn thing and you get flipped off the stage. I'm like, yo, this is ridiculous. Like, but it's such a charming game and we have so much fun playing it. And I was like, wow, you look Bombfest, Bomberman, you think, hey, is this the same? It's not even in the same spectrum.
Well, we play games that are like
Yeah.
like Bomberman,
Yeah.
like exactly the same game
Yeah.
as Bomberman.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's a lot of them out
Yeah,
there.
there's duplicates. There's
But
not-
the fact that the thing that makes this fun to me is that if you get popped with a bomb, you're not done. Like you can
Exactly.
you fly far, but there's a chance you might hit something and stay on the screen.
it's like
and
I'm
come
gonna get
back.
you. I'm gonna
So, you're
ruin
not- you don't
your
just-
entire match.
You don't just disintegrate. So thank you for not burning us after
Yeah,
getting hit with some
yeah.
fire in there, because that could have been an easy thing to put
I
in there.
don't know what that would have done to the ratings.
It's not for nothing. I'm kind of terrible at Bomber. Well, not terrible. I'm okay at Bomberman, but Bombfest, like I like having a second chance.
Yeah.
You know, like Like one hit, it's not a one hit kill all the time.
If time is running out and then they have like a nuclear bomb drop and you got to dodge out the way, that would be pretty awesome too, though. Because when time's going, you don't know
dive
that's another thing when when the timer goes out and then it zooms in.
It's so many funny things in Bombfest that just always make me laugh, and all of us have won at different times. When it's Bomberman, me or Kev.
No, it's basically
I won
one or two
couple.
times.
I won a couple.
No, you never won. It's usually
The disrespect is so real. It's so
The
real.
only thing is that I need to know how to get points better.
Yeah. What do the icons mean at the end of the match?
I can help you with that.
Yeah,
we don't do the best job of explaining that, but
Send me a sheet.
you get these 4 scorecards, right?
Right.
And each one counts up how many points you've earned. You get a star if you're the last player standing. If you survived, that's 3 points. If you knock somebody else out, you get a symbol of their character on your score sheet.
Ooh.
So you know who you knocked out.
Oh, okay.
If they had a crown, it doubles the points, everything. You knock yourself out, you lose a point. Knock yourself out while you're wearing a crown, lose 2 points. Which means if somebody's winning, you knock them out first.
Wow.
You become a liability if you've got a crown.
I thought the crown was great.
Yeah, that's what
It puts a target on your
Nah,
back.
it's just like shit. Here comes everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, so a little bit of a comeback mechanic there.
I was wondering why I'd have 10 points, and then I'm like, I just need 1 more point to win, and then 3 more matches in, I'm like, where's my point? I've been living. I killed you. Where's my point? And then they come back and beat me. I'm like, what the hell happened?
I like that though. It's a good balance though.
You got 6 points. So now we can understand. Yeah. All right.
And if you're a bomb, you can still get points. So you get full credit for anybody you knock out as a bomb.
I've seen that happen too.
Yeah.
So
Like you died first. How did you win?
That's where I do my best work.
It's happened to me too.
I get so many people at shows that do that. They're just like, I can't throw bombs, but man, knock me out first. And
I got you. It's like I'm gonna come get you.
There should be a bowling ball bomb. You just roll. Just roll it and knock the pin over like a guy.
We had something like that early on. Actually, I don't think I've ever shared this before.
Exclusive.
So early bomb, I think our 5th bomb we planned was the marble. And it was just it was a cat's eye marble. You'd pick it up and it didn't explode. Like it didn't at all. But when you chucked it twice as hard. And if you hit somebody, they flew.
Nice.
So it was just dodgeball.
You should have kept that in mind.
So
awesome.
it just hits them and they go flying off.
Yeah, so it would try and do realistic physics, so it wouldn't like send them unrealistically far, but it was heavy, so it like
That's exactly what it should be.
beat people in the head.
Keep that in mind for the sequel.
Or did it break the game when it was in there? Or...
It was so horrible to program because I couldn't get the physics right. The bombs, they're their own little physics mess, but this thing was so unreliable that I'm like, I'm the only person who can hit people with it. Nobody else has ever done it. And 2, it was just a nightmare to program. But
I get it now. Yes. But it was a good idea, right?
Maybe next time.
Maybe. All right.
So wait, are you working on a sequel?
Yeah.
I can't speak too much about future developments. I do have a game in the works right now, of a different genre, but maybe we get some time we can talk about that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Actually, that shoot into my question. I was about to ask if there was any other games besides Bombfest that he's working on as well.
Well, before, if you are going to get into
that, speak of.
I do have a question about. All right, so explain how doing a Kickstarter was, because I was a part of a few. I was a part of Mighty Number 9's Kickstarter. Oh my gosh! So we all know what hell that was. That wasn't a good experience. Then I was on the Bloodstain Kickstarter. Okay. That was way better, much more organized. So from your side, how hard is it to run that and get it going correctly? Because it seems like it's a problem most of the time.
Right.
And how does it work after it gets funded?
Well, you can look at stuff like Star Citizen, right? This behemoth of a game with multi-millions of funding, still accepting funding.
Yeah.
When's that sucker going to come out? How is it going to deliver on all of its promises? It might. I have hope that it could. But Kickstarter is a fickle beast. Like, you are promised that you're going to make something, right? And it's going to be exactly like this.
Yeah.
Right.
You're selling people on a vision.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't even have that vision in front of you. You don't even know if it's good. If that vision changes at all, you're screwed, right? Like when a Hello Games promised multiplayer in No Man's Sky, right?
Right.
Oh,
How screwed were they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They have turned that around. Like
Yes.
they are one of the few stories that I
Yes.
look up to, and I'm like, you
I don't know
guys
how.
screwed it up,
Yeah.
and now you've brought it back. That's a beautiful
Yeah.
underdog story. But when you kickstart something, like you are locking yourself in 9 times out of 10 into a bad idea that just hasn't been born yet. And if you change it into a good idea,
Yeah.
you
You're
still
lucky.
lose.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
people want that bad idea.
Yeah. Right.
Listen,
Yeah.
like okay,
So-
we'll go back to the Mighty Number 9 though. They showed a picture
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
of a game that they did not deliver. The one screenshot that they showed
That was
sold people a dream
yeah.
that they could not accomplish.
And
then
what
we
they had like
Pizza
original
Fire.
developer on there, and they're like, "Hey, this guy worked on Mega Man. We're an spiritual success. You know it's going to be good."
Yeah.
No,
But Mega Man wasn't a one-man job. It was
Nope.
a giant team that assured
Yep.
it was good.
Mhm.
Like it's Kojima being on his own is going to do something wild and crazy,
Yes.
but he's got the ability to do that. For
Mhm.
most people, even me and Bombfest would have been a mess if I didn't have my team behind me to work on it and to give me input. We used to have 3 buttons for our controls for picking up, throwing, and dropping bombs. We cut it down to 2 after some rigorous testing. I didn't want to do that either. But our publisher was like, you should do this. It was one of the best choices I could ever make.
Yeah.
We did that
Simple.
like
Yes.
a month away from like
shit.
lockdown.
Wow.
So it was nuts. I had no
Wow.
no testing outside of our publishers, and he's like, you should do this. And I'm like, okay.
Wow.
But as far as Kickstarter goes, we did 2 Kickstarters for
Oh, yeah?
Bombfest. And we did them very close to each other, which speaks to how well some of them did. We were late in development. We were ready to like lock down all our features, and that's when we said, here is basically the finished product of Bombfest. You can see it, you can play it, so you know it's already done. You know what you're gonna get. That solved the first problem with Kickstarter. As long as you've got something where it's people are gonna get what they want, and you already know it's good,
Right.
then you've already solved the biggest problem that it has. However, we weren't looking for development funding. We were only looking for marketing, because
Gotcha.
indie games live and die based on your market presence.
Yep.
Oh yes.
And we teamed up with the Indie Bros, who did our marketing, and they did a wonderful job, despite all the ways we tried to slow them down. But we did a Kickstarter for
Okay.
$25,000.
Mm.
And you want to know how much we ended up earning?
Hmm.
8,000.
Really?
Which means we didn't earn anything.
Yeah.
That Kickstarter failed. I was
Wow.
crushed.
Mm.
When you run a Kickstarter, it's a full-time job.
Yeah.
You are marketing and media. You talk to everyone you've ever met. You go on a Facebook and you send a message to your high school friends you haven't talked to in years.
Right.
Yeah.
And as they're sitting there wondering if you're trying to sell them knives or, like beauty products, and you're
Yeah.
like, it's
Yeah.
like, you've got to convince everybody your personal reach is huge.
Mm.
Yeah.
And it killed me. Like, I couldn't do it. I'm not the kind of social media guy. I send out a tweet once every month.
Right.
And it's usually something really dumb. But like the Snapchat, this TikTok, all the kids and their social medias. I finally gotten too old for that. Maybe not. I just don't give it time. And man, it's a full-time job. So that first Kickstarter, it wiped out. Like it failed horrendously.
So it
And-
made the second one different.
Well,
Well, we played it.
$17,000 made the difference. We
okay.
changed the rewards slightly. We remanaged them a little bit. We got better graphics, and for our Kickstarter page, and we dropped the goal to the amount we earned on the first Kickstarter.
Aha.
And then we told everybody, hey, you believed in this. You got refunded for the first one. You're probably willing to back the second one for the exact same thing. And the majority of people did.
Mm.
And then more. The
Okay,
first
that's
one
awesome.
raised enough marketing in and of itself that it drew new people into the second one.
Smart.
Nice.
We raised, I don't remember, like 9K or something. I should pull this up here because I want accurate numbers.
9,187.
Yeah, so more than the first one, which is incredible. After Kickstarter took its cut, we had about 8,000 or so to play with.
Okay.
And as soon as I got that check in the mail, I wrote another check and sent it to the Indie Bros.
Nice.
Or rather to our publisher, who then distributed it to our
Right.
stuff.
Uh-huh.
So for a brief moment, I was holding a very large check. I use this software to like keep track of my expenses. And 1 month, 1 day, it shows the biggest spike and the biggest immediate loss. It's like I won the lottery and then threw it all away.
Burn that shit in seconds.
You invested it.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, that tax return's gonna look good. Hopefully.
Okay.
But yeah, so Kickstarter was a mess. You need to, frankly, if I were doing it again, I would hire somebody. And if I couldn't afford to hire somebody, I wouldn't do it because I hate it. I hate Kickstarter that much.
I was just gonna ask. It's funny you said that because I was gonna ask, like, what would you say to anybody out there, any other developers out there that want to get into Kickstarter, and you just answered it, man.
Let me clarify that a little bit.
Okay. All right. Well,
I don't want to
what
put
would you say
Kickstarter under the bus. They did. Kickstarter. They had a representative that worked with us one-on-one.
Okay.
And which is nice because they want you to succeed. And if you reach out to them and they get back, you form a good relationship, they will be there every step of the way.
Right.
Which was a huge, huge blessing. But if you're looking into Kickstarter, if you out there, developer, you're watching this and you're asking yourself, Kickstarter, I need money. Let's just do a $100,000 Kickstarter and then I'll make my dream game. That could work. I mean, it realistically can. It has in the past, but the risk is pretty big that it won't.
Right.
And you'll spend a lot of time investing in something that doesn't pay off. I would say if you're looking at a crowdfunding, wait until you're very late in development and you need an extra push. Wait until you've got something that if you put in somebody's hands, they already know what they're getting when the Kickstarter is over. Give people no doubt. They've been burned so many times before on Kickstarter. You want to make sure that you give them all assurance so they're not risking anything and you're not risking anything. It's a viable platform. I hope to never use it again, but it's an option, just a risky one and one that takes a lot of work. So there's a nice objective kind of answer there.
It's better than Indiegogo.
Yeah.
That's one positive.
Hey, we're gonna make this game. We need $100,000. Give us your money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and if it fails, we still get your money.
Yeah.
You don't
get anything
back
back.
sometimes.
What?
That's the worst shit I've ever heard. Man.
Yeah.
Subliminal man in our chat just said, "Oh hi, Kickstarter, 100K, please."
That's awesome.
Ooh. Hey, Subliminal man, you run a Kickstarter for 100K. I'll send you whatever I got in my wallet.
Sorry, VCS, man.
Another quick question about those. So, you had stretch goals that had some ideas in here that are insane, that are pretty awesome. Not saying that you should add them or can add them to the game that's out now. If you were to be working on a sequel at some point, would you try and implement those ideas into it?
Oh, definitely. Like, Horde mode has been on my mind since the game started. Bombfest was preceded by a game called Well Wishes. And this was a 4-player adventure where each character had their own... It was Gauntlet, but with physics.
Gauntlet!
Really?
I love Gauntlet!
Awesome. So you had all your baker. His whole deal was he baked bread that always exploded.
Okay.
And that's... I swore I'd never explain the bread till after launch, and that's the reason. He was originally a baker who couldn't bake.
I love the bread in the game. It's so amazing. Just throw that shit right to him. It's like, oh, exploded.
I was wanted to know about that.
It's so random, but I fucking
why
love
is the
it.
bread?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
cool.
you had your courier was the archer, the minstrel was just a minstrel still, and the tailor was a wizard. And they'd have abilities and they'd solve puzzles, physics-based stuff, and go on an adventure.
That's awesome.
It was Four Swords Adventures, Legend of Zelda,
Okay.
except with physics and wooden toys. But
That's funny.
in fact, you can still play Well Wishes, the latest version. I have it for free on my itch.io.
Yeah.
And it's what it is right now is it's a 4-player survival game where you have swords and bows and arrows and bombs, just like the ones in Bombfest, and you fight off infinite enemies.
So that would be the Horde mode.
All right, so we're playing that.
Yeah.
If you do, you let me know because I'd love to see some people go at it.
We'll definitely
It's a
play
good
that.
game.
4 players, we're in.
But that turned into Bombfest, and I'd love to do more like that. Horde mode, definitely 8 players. I mean, every console except PlayStation can handle that. So why not? That would be so much fun. In fact, the code's in there. There's a little insider thing. If I change a few numbers, I can have 8 players. The menus wouldn't work, but they could play. And then level editor. Level editor's that shining thing that would have been so perfect for a game where you have building blocks.
Yes.
If you can put a donut in there, then it'll be taking it back. Who pops into the donut? Just throw bombs until they go in there.
Yeah, and and just a little warthog knockoff there, and bring it back. But yeah, I would have loved to have done something like that. And Bombfest 2 will definitely have something like that. Should it get released?
I heard
promises. I got to pay the bills.
Yeah.
So yeah,
there's a system. Well, as you know, we interviewed Tommy Tallarico. Yeah. He's working on television, and this game seems like it would be a perfect type of game for that system based on how he's described what he wants for it.
Right.
As far as simplicity and everybody included.
Multiplayer.
Getting everybody from the family together to play something like this. Mm-hmm. How would you go about trying to be on a system like that, and would you want to?
Oh, which system again? I'm sorry.
The Intellivision
the
Amico.
Yeah.
That comes out in a year.
Yeah,
a little less than a year now.
October.
Yeah, so that would be around the time of Bombfest 2, maybe.
And he stated on our podcast when we interviewed him, he said that he is willing to pay for the marketing and whatever the developer needs, as long as they have the product that that they feel that is good for their system.
And this title came up in that conversation.
Yes.
We definitely mentioned. We mentioned you guys.
Yes,
definitely mentioned.
Because the fact that like from all skill levels can play this game and enjoy it and still have a shot is exactly the vision that Tommy Tallarico, told us basically. He's like,
yep.
I want anybody from any skill level, anywhere, and this. When I think Bombfest.
Oh, Bombfest is easy.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yep. Yeah.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Oh, that would be incredible. Like, frankly,
Okay.
like having Bombfest on any system would be just phenomenal. I'd love if I could backport it to older consoles, or we've had thoughts about mobile too. I've talked about that a number of times. This is charming. This is my first time seeing this thing, and it's real charming. So it's got a touch screen. It's got a little dial.
Yeah.
It's got buttons on the side.
Yes.
And he said he likes stuff to be exclusive for like that control scheme and stuff like that. So
Bombfest the controls would work perfectly here.
Yes.
It reminds me, anybody remember that LG chocolate phone? The one that
Yes, I had it.
flipped open like this? I had one of those.
I had it.
They're bringing it back.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh man. It would be very cool to look at something like this. It reminds me a bit of the Ouya. I'll be honest.
he
A
knows of
smaller
it.
console,
Well,
like
the thing
coming
about
coming in against the big giants, but there's always the possibility. And I mean, a lot of great games started on the Ouya, even.
Right.
Like Towerfall is a local multiplayer staple. I still play that with my friends.
Towerfall is awesome, man. It really is.
Yeah,
I like Towerfall.
You gonna stream that soon?
So
Well, the difference between the Ouya like that was what was it, crowdfunded, right?
That was crowdfunded, and it was more of an indie-based type
Right.
design.
Yeah, Tommy's
Android-based too, so.
Tommy's funding it all himself, so he's and he has the original staff, like a lot of people, like award-winning developers and marketing team, and
If you want to find out more about that, just watch our interview with him. He's
Yeah.
in depth. In depth.
Yeah.
But he has a philosophy that he will push on you and make you a believer because he did it for us.
Yeah, he did.
You know, I
Definitely.
could go for a good conversion here, you know? I could be sold on something. They sold me on Destiny too. I mean,
Yeah,
crud.
there you go.
I bought those
told him.
DLC. I
I
don't even have
have
any
3
friends to
Destiny
play
2s.
with right now, but crud. They sold me. So maybe that's what I need right now. I need my quarter life crisis, and that will be it.
Do it.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I'm totally. That's very cool, and I'll be looking into it.
Okay.
Cool, man. All right. So
Do you have any questions for us, by the way? That's
Oh man, well, if you were developing Bombfest,
Oh, okay.
right, and you've got these little wooden characters, and you've got these bombs, what is one big game-changing change you would introduce to the game? Like, what's one wild off-the-wall thing you would do to make something just nuts?
I'd make level 857 characters.
Hands
down.
Yes.
Hands down.
I can see it, yeah.
Throw the blonde hair on one.
Just throw it in a studio.
Give the other one the beard. Make that one taller.
And I'd give level 857 specific bombs. Like me, I like to bake cookies, so there'd be a cookie bomb.
A cookie bomb.
I like beer, so I'd have a beer bomb. You know what I mean? Like, it's good.
I mean, I like Tetris, so I get
The
that.
Tetris block?
Tetris block. Gotcha. You know.
I like music, so I'd have a record bomb.
Ooh, like a little frisbee.
Yeah, exactly. But as far as a gameplay thing, I would put in it maybe destructible backgrounds of some sort. Like, I mean, I know you like the physics, so like have a glass wall, be able to smash through that or something. Or like,
but only if you're at 100 damage or more. And
like you bounce off of it a few
attack
times, and then the more you hit it, it'll crack and break through, and just make it, like a steel cage type deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Break through that type of thing. So, yeah, maybe something like that.
I would go with what you were saying before with the level of it editor. To create your own stage.
Create your own stage is pretty dope.
Like Smash. Man.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
To go more on like how I was, you remember in the Snake stage where the bars up on the side in Smash Brothers, and they bounce off it constantly.
Oh, Solid Snake stage.
Shadow Moses.
Yeah, Shadow Moses. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that as far as physics based, and then as your energy goes up, you bounce through that or break through it. So
Something more a destructible wall.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd actually be pretty cool.
That's kind of cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
Or maybe a moving stage.
Yeah.
Moving platforms.
Mobile stage.
God.
Just like a rotating platform.
Oh shit.
Have you guys seen the pantry yet? Or the
It's
den?
in the pantry. Last one I saw was like which was the last
I
one?
think the last one we saw was the road with the car coming around.
cars,
We
yeah.
saw the rubber ducky. We saw the sink.
Right.
You guys have some stages to unlock. I think some of your dreams are gonna be true.
Really?
Oh yeah.
We've got there's a stage coming up with destructible walls, and there's a stage coming up that moves the entire time.
So it's like it's already in the game. So
So the only
That's
thing we
what we
mentioned that's not in the game is us.
exactly.
Yeah.
So if we keep playing, it might pop up, right? What about space? About like
That's a good.
I don't know.
Anti-gravity?
like weird gravity stuff.
Did you? Oh shoot! You guys have low gravity modifier yet?
Damn it.
We need to like
trying to stump him. All right, hold on.
Subliminal Man. Hold on, wait.
One more stick for you.
Wait, Subliminal Man suggested that with the Horde mode for Bombfest 2, you could have bosses.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that's a big
man.
one.
So
Yes.
let's see. I'm thinking. So we've got our little wooden toy blocks, right? So we got these little guys. They can just dance around all they want. We need bigger toys. They got to fight against the bigger toys, the big action figures, you know?
yes.
Like the Raggedy Ann. Like
Yes.
I'm
The
not
elf on a
opposed to
shelf,
being a
final
boss in the
boss.
game.
Whoa! Big Chalk is the first boss in the game.
It's just your hand. It just reaches
It's your
down.
hand.
Oh, and they're in a cookie. Wait, and they're in a cookie jar.
The cookie jar, yeah. Cookie jar is the
This
stage.
is amazing.
I can't deal.
See what a shot of tequila does for you in the beginning of the game? It expands your mind.
Yeah, creativity.
Said his hand goes down to. I would lose my mind if I saw that shit.
That would
What
be
if-
funny, man?
Okay, what if there were things in the background to mess with you? Like how another thing in Smash Bros.
Like a Smash Bros. Like a environmental.
Yeah.
Kind of. Well, they
So-
kind of have like the car.
Probably
that
in the
goes
game
around.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
More
We
like
used
the
to-
car.
we were originally planning on having more physics objects. So the sink, we wanted to have the cups to be knocked over and
Yes.
all sorts of stuff.
Okay.
We ended up cutting down on it a little bit for
Resourcing, right? Like,
for
that's hard to do.
well, we were getting to the end of development, right? And we were considering consoles, and you have to run a certain frame rate on consoles.
Yeah.
Right.
I have to be vague about this because of certain agreements with certain people.
Understood.
But your game needs to be a certain level of quality for certain people to like it. And some people, when they like games, they put it on their consoles if they happen to own big consoles or consoles in general. Whoops. And certain consoles are a little slower than others.
So if
So
you run it on the Switch, you got to have it run a certain way because
Use your
the other systems
imagination.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you got to use
Let's
your
just say
imagination. Of
the
what
lowest
consoles-
common denominator determined some of our features to keep a good frame rate.
So if you run it on the Vita, Yeah, so in a certain way. See, you didn't say anything.
If we had a Bombfest, what is that? Those UMD discs, the ones
Oh,
that like
gosh.
in,
On the PSP? Yeah.
that would be beautiful.
Oh man.
But yeah, so that was something that would be not as difficult to add. That would add a lot of little flavor to it.
Okay.
That'd
Now,
be very cool.
it's digital only, right? So what would you want? How would you want a physical copy to happen if possible?
Oh man, I've been designing that box art over and over again.
Oh, really?
Because we would love to do something like that, given the opportunity. We actually were approached by
Limited run?
physical publishers,
Okay.
and the thing is, they'll make a certain inventory for you,
Right.
Gotcha.
and they ask for you basically to buy all the copies, and then you then sell them at an upcharge.
Mm.
Yeah.
But
That's a
to
big
do
risk.
that, you need a place to store them.
Yep.
You need relationships with physical stores to actually sell them,
Yep.
and they need to have the room.
And
Yeah.
they're becoming a
And
thing of the past.
We're familiar with that because we before we became Level 857, we were in the music and it's the same thing.
Oh yeah, we got a bunch of
It's
CDs.
it's
have
very
we-
similar.
We got
Yeah,
so
very,
many
very
CDs
similar.
in that garage.
Oh yeah, we
We
have
got a lot of
CDs.
CDs. So
Yeah.
if you want a free CD,
Yeah, If you guys want our music,
You can still buy them on CD Baby, right?
actually
Yeah,
they're on
we
still
could-
for sale.
no, we got them here. We got them physical. We got the physical.
Yeah, you want the physical copy because we can autograph it.
yeah.
I mean, they can autograph it. I'm not even on the album. Who am I kidding?
You're on the remix. You're on the remix. He's on the remix.
Yeah, you're
Y'all still have CDs there?
Yeah.
We got boxes, dude. This is mad
Dude, we
boxes.
got. You know how it works, man.
Listen, our first
Amazon
we learned a
will
lot.
carry us with it.
In bulk.
We learned a lot.
Yeah.
And things got easier as time went by.
Yes,
So you
yes.
had to buy a lot when you first started back
Absolutely,
then.
absolutely.
Yes.
And
And now
then-
you can put out 2 titles and you're good.
And the industry changed in the process too.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
It's all digital.
Yeah.
So.
Damn you, Napster. Nah. We were out after Napster.
Yeah,
but still, they changed everything.
They did.
Changed everything.
Mm.
So, but yeah. But Bombfest is amazing. And thank you for making it.
Yes.
Anybody have any other questions? Well, you had
Did you have
what you
any
were
more
working
questions for
on.
us?
So you said you were going
Ooh,
to talk about what
shoot.
you were working on.
Oh,
So if you
shoot.
wanna-
Well, first of all, thank you guys for like playing the game and taking time to like
Anytime.
give shout it out and just making some cool content. Like we really appreciate that.
It's a great game.
We've always believed Bombfest is one of these games that if you're looking at it, it seems interesting, but when you play it, you know it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So having people play it and like you're like expressing how much you enjoy it, there's no better honor that we could receive as our team. So thank you.
Thank
Oh,
you.
bro.
man.
That's
No
huge.
problem. Thank you for
Um,
making that.
Yeah.
as far as future projects, I did a talk in Columbus a month ago, and I got to announce what I'm working on right now. I am grew up. I was big fans of also Tony Hawk's, which would be
Oh.
another wonderful character for Smash, and
Mhm.
Animal Crossing.
Tony Hawk is so good.
That would be
That
sick.
actually is a good idea.
He'd do the motion capture, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd
yeah.
be so different.
Hawk is still
good
going.
idea.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be different.
But that'd be amazing. And all the tracks it would bring in, all that punk and that ska.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be
Lights is gonna be a
good.
bastard.
All these
Jeez.
tricks.
The controls would be just stupid.
Knocking him off the stage
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
fucking hilarious.
With a skateboard? Oh my
Skateboard
God.
Wait,
Oh,
wasn't Snake in a skateboard game already too?
Snake?
Yeah.
Snake?
He was like
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man was
a
was
sexy
he?
character in Tony Hawk, I think.
I
Yeah, I
think
think they were
Raiden
in
was too.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
I didn't remember that.
So it's
Yeah.
possible. It's still open.
It's possible. It's
I think-
possible. The universes are connected.
It was when Activision owned the license, right? Or something like that.
Dude, they have 6 more characters.
Ah.
And maybe more to announce, so he could be. He
We
could
don't
be.
know.
Okay.
Or
So-
it could be Minecraft.
I've had so many ideas over the years, and you really just got to put feelers out there to see what works. So let me pitch you a game real quick.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm all ears.
So you are a camp counselor at just some crummy summer camp, just like the ones you might have gone to as a kid or heard about.
Mhm.
And there's just bratty kids running around. You're one of these counselors, so you have to teach them how to do stuff. So it's your turn to teach the kids how to fish this week. So you ride down to the lake on your skateboard, and you get down there, you grab a rod, and kids, they're trying to take your board. So you got to stand on that sucker to make sure they don't get out from underneath you. You cast out, fish start nibbling, one bites, and this fish, he's a strong one. He starts swimming, and he starts swimming away quick. But you made one fatal error. You've been standing on your skateboard the whole time. So you can't stand your ground. You start rolling. And you start rolling around along the side of this lake. And you figure this fish is really not giving up. Something's different, something special. You feel a connection to this fish. You've got to do something to get this guy to give up, or else you're gonna hit something.
Right.
So you figure all those years of training in your backyard at the local skate park are finally coming in handy. So you start popping tricks. You do a kickflip. All of a sudden, that fish, he takes notice. You see a little glint in his eye. Comes a little closer. You hit a ramp and you pull off. I don't know, like a front side grab 180. That fish, he likes that, so he gets a little bit closer.
Okay.
All of a sudden, you're grinding. You got a 5-0 going. You got a no slide going, and then all of a sudden, this fish, he realizes you are worthy. So you get one final yank. The fish jumps out of the water. You high five in midair. I don't know.
Hearts in his eyes.
That giant fish, and you realize something. You've realized your true calling. You're not supposed to be a camp counselor. You're supposed to be a skateboarding fisherman. You go all across the land, finding bodies of water, around oil rigs, different places where you can fish and skate at the same time.
Level design. Okay.
So we are, and the tentative title for this game is, the camp is Camp Tomahawk, and they sponsor you. The title of the game was going to be Tomahawk Pro Skating Big Bass Challenge.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
So that it's a little different than Bombfest. We'll see if it turns into something interesting or not. It's a prototype. So if people like it, I'll work on it some more. If people really like it, who knows? We'll pour some money into it.
That is
But
a funny idea.
I want to see.
Will we be able to? Will we be able to test it if it's early stages at all?
Hey, yeah,
Yeah?
I will need some testers.
I would
And
love
I don't
to
have a
do
public
that.
build yet. I've got a prototype on my phone, but
Okay.
we'll see where it goes.
That
So-
image. That
Part
image.
Jet Grind Radio,
hilarious.
part Big Bass Fishing.
Yeah, it's like Jet Grind Radio
Grind
fishing.
radio, big bass fishing.
Little
It's as
Tomahawk in
relaxing
there.
as Animal Crossing. You catch all the
Animal
fish.
Crossing.
And it's also as hectic as Tony Hawk's, where you're trying to mash out different trick combos. So hopefully we capture the calm market and the intense market at the same time.
That's hilarious.
I like
Okay.
it.
Whatever crossover there is.
Oh man, that
sounds interesting,
That sounds funny.
So
man.
there's something different for you. Who knows if it's even fun? But we're gonna make it because that's what we do as game developers. We make stupid things,
Yeah.
and sometimes they turn into Bombfest.
That's it.
Subliminal Man said, "Get Big the Cat as a guest character."
Yo!
I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Sonic.
As long as you get pulled into the water when you mess up, that'd be great.
Oh.
Perfect.
So yeah, that's what's down
That's
the
cool,
pipe.
man.
Definitely more local multiplayer experiences. Anything that brings people together is what I want to work on.
Okay.
So we'll see what's coming up.
Nice.
All right.
That's perfect. That's awesome.
That's an exclusive, y'all.
I love exclusives.
Yeah. Right. I was gonna ask the audience out there. Anybody out there have any questions for Zach at all?
Yeah, leave in the comments or
Please leave it
right
in the
now,
comments.
by all means.
Any questions?
Oh, and thank you, Subliminal Man, for following us
Oh,
Yeah,
Thank you.
Subliminal Man.
Thank you, sir.
1 second ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh shoot!
Appreciate that.
ZacFierce. Who's that guy?
He
followed us too.
Yeah, right. Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
So I guess that being said, I guess no one else has any more.
Do you have any more questions for us, actually?
Shoot! When's the next video go out?
That's a good question. We have videos at noon. Every noon, Monday through Friday, actually. When is this posting, though?
Next Friday.
Next Friday. Okay.
This will
Today.
be-
It's going out today, right?
It's
This video that you're watching right now.
If you're watching
it's
right
live
now,
right
it's
now.
going up now, right?
It's going up.
Right? Right?
Edit.
And it's there.
Well, you'll see the news, and then you'll see the whole podcast.
We're actually gonna start recording since there's more content in Bombfest that we didn't even see yet. We're gonna have to bust that out for
Oh, hell
versus.
yeah.
Oh, we're going.
Very
I can-
extremely soon, actually.
I can help you with that real quick. You unlock something every game. So if you set it to 1 round,
Okay.
you can unlock stuff pretty quickly.
Okay.
That's a little cheat
Noted.
there for achievement hunters.
Noted.
But, if you need
We're
to,
gonna
just
see it
grind
all.
out a few matches, get some
Okay.
new stuff.
Okay.
So yeah.
Wait,
Definitely.
I think I'm the current champ on the
Yeah,
channel.
That's because I
Nobody
wasn't
cares,
playing last
bro.
time.
Well, you should have been playing then.
Well,
I'm the
we'll
current
see.
Bombfest
We
champ.
will
Yeah, you
see.
missed out, man.
Yeah, you
So we're
missed
gonna
out, man.
dethrone you next time we play. How about that?
Nah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, we will.
Were
We
you
will
the
see. We will
Yeah, it was.
see.
Hell yeah. You were early, then I took it from you.
I thought. Oh, okay.
By the
All right.
end, we will
Yeah.
see who is wearing the king hat. Okay.
That's
We
how you
will
know.
see.
All right, Zach, let me tell you something. All right.
Yeah.
All right. This is a dumb joke that's been going on with
Listen,
Bombfest forever.
I
Okay.
am making these things.
See.
A king hat.
See, obviously it's called the crown.
Yes.
But he loves to call it the king hat.
Why?
I'm making this a thing.
Why?
Okay? It's gonna be.
He
a
wants
king
you
hat.
to add that in the game and label it King Hat.
Yeah.
The
I'm
king.
not I think in the files we call it a crown, but I'm not sure we call it a crown anywhere in the actual game.
So
So
the king
He
hat.
wants you to call it the
it's-
king hat.
the crown, the thing that looks like a crown in Bombfest.
Yes.
As lead developer, I give authority to now call it the king hat.
Oh, all
It is the
right.
king hat.
That's going on shirts. That's going on.
There you go.
I'm gonna have an
Yo!
actual king hat.
You got your
Say,
merchandise right here.
It's happening.
Guys, we're breaking them down, and we're gonna be in the game. We're gonna be in the game at some point. It's gonna happen. We gotta do this again.
Yo, like for the head tops, if I see a blonde hair top, I'm gonna be like, yes.
I'm gonna throw so many bombs
See the
that way.
beard.
Finally.
I just thought of a good feature for my cookie bomb though. Like, it blows up. No, listen, shh, listen,
All right,
listen,
all right.
listen. It's,
Well, we
this,
got the dev here.
Yeah,
this is amazing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you gotta pitch this. Go ahead.
This is
go.
amazing. The cookie blows up and the chips fly everywhere.
Shrapnel.
Shrapnel chips.
Knocking people back a little bit.
Yes.
But not
Okay.
the full blast, just like a little bit.
Yeah,
Just a
yeah,
little.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
If it,
Yeah.
if that were already in the game as a different kind of bomb, would you be happy? 'Cause
It already is, isn't it?
and if you like the bread bomb, we got an upgrade that comes further down the line as well. So get ready.
All right.
Okay.
Get,
All right, we're
get
gonna
it.
unlock all this, and then we're gonna talk about this again, and then
Yes.
yeah, we'll go
You
on
should-
from there.
And just for future reference, you should run a contest for best title for that for the
for
skateboarding.
that yellow pointy thing.
Well, no. Yellow pointing. No, for the skateboarding fisherman. Like,
Yeah.
do a contest for the title for that guy.
Yes.
Oh man, there's better puns out there. I know it. So
Except Tony Hawk Pro Fisher.
Well, we gotta. Yeah.
Tony Proficient.
Tony Pro Fisher. No.
Tony Pro
You can't call it that.
No.
What about Tommy? You can call him Tommy Pro Fisher.
Tommy Proficient.
They can't sue you for that.
And we'll put Tommy Tellerico's head on the fish.
Hell yeah.
That's how you get
He'll be happy with
That's
that.
how you get
yeah.
the communication going between the two.
And when he wins, it's kadoosh doosh.
Yeah.
That's how you get an Emmy.
We'll do the sound effects and everything.
Yeah,
That'll
And
be
the
the
music.
way.
That's how you make it work.
we're wild.
Oh boy.
But for real,
I feel it.
it's definitely been a pleasure.
Yes.
And anytime, man. Anytime you want to be on the show,
Yeah.
we'll gladly accept you. It's been awesome.
Thank you
guys
so much for your time.
Yeah,
Really awesome.
I would love to hang out again sometime. So let's keep that in the books.
All right, man.
Absolutely, man.
When the Tony Hawk
Yeah.
bass fishing
Different
comes
every
out,
time.
we'll have you back, and we'll talk about that.
We'll get you and Tommy Hawk on, like at the same
Yo,
time.
yo.
You mean Tony Hawk?
Tony Hawk, not Tommy.
Tommy?
No, that's the name of the game right there.
That's
Tommy
That's the
Hawk,
name of the game.
Tommy.
Tommy Hawk. That's
Tommy
the name of the
Hawk.
game. There we
There you
go.
go. Can't
You
see
can't-
that.
you
can
can't
you,
get-
Tony?
right?
Is there anything you want to plug before we call it a day?
Shoot. Crud. And what I mostly do these days is tweet rarely at ZacFierce.
Okay.
So if there is news to be told, it will be there. It's
Okay.
usually me, I don't know, complaining about games, and it's usually retweeting Kirby. But if you want to know more about what I do, check out ZacFierce.com.
Okay.
Yeah, I teach. I build games. I do work for other developers, and working on new things all the time.
Awesome.
All right, man.
Awesome. And just
Awesome.
before we go, Zach, I'm going to let you know when we have that Smash Brothers Arena Invitational, I got to get at that King DDD.
That King DDD's got to get at
He's
you.
got to go down.
Yeah.
I don't like that guy. I don't like him.
Challenge.
But yeah, I'll send you the invitation. I'll let you know when's going to happen.
I would be honored.
Awesome.
It's gonna be
Awesome,
so
brother.
fun.
Can't wait to see.
All right, my friend.
Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure.
All right.
Until
Yeah.
next time,
Until next time.
See ya.
Thank you.
we're gonna do this again.
Yes.
All right.
So that was freaking cool. Man.
That was awesome, man.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I love these indie developers getting some awesome games done. I love Bombfest is a lot of fun, and it's can't wait for part 2 when it comes out. That's part 2 is coming out.
At some point.
Yeah, and we found out
Yeah.
everything we needed to know.
Yeah.
We
No,
did.
that was pretty cool, man. I think the funniest part was like all the things that he asked us. Like he was like, "What would you like to see?"
They're in
He was
the
like,
update.
"They're already in there."
It's like everything you'd like to see is right there in the game.
That's
You
all we
just
gotta do
open
is
it
just
up.
keep, you know. Keep
That's been a
at it.
while since we played, so we gotta.
Yeah. It's definitely been a while. But what do you think about that Bass skate Tony Hawk game?
That idea is so hilarious.
It's such a fun
Like, as he was
ideas
telling
like
it.
yeah, as ideas like that are so crazy when you say it out loud. I'm like, I want to see it.
But
Yeah, I
it
need to
sounds
see
like
it in motion.
it's hilarious. It sounds like
It sounds like it's gonna be a funny ass game.
It's silly as fuck.
the image you get in your head while he's describing it is just.
Oh, it's hysterical.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
hysterical.
It is silly.
Because I started thinking Tony Hawk, and I'm like, wait, camp counselor?
I'm like, wait, he's got the hook, and
And I'm like, wait,
oh,
he's on
he's
a-
doing all,
it's on a skateboard,
and the
but
fish
he's-
is like, word.
Yeah. I'm gonna drag you through all this, and I'm
It's
like,
like,
oh,
hmm.
okay.
And then he'll
Okay.
swim over closer.
Yeah. If it's done in that kind of fashion,
Yes.
I will lose my shit. Like,
Like,
oh,
oh,
Maybe do a
What's
crazy
going
trick
on?
and be like,
it's like, oh, that's
Fish
a
will
fish.
just fly
I will be like,
everywhere.
yo. It'll remind me of Maniac Mansion when the fucking tentacles started going crazy.
I
Yeah.
had to see that, man.
That'd be
But,
awesome.
Oh man.
Anyway,
Cool dude, man. Cool fucking
very,
guy.
very cool. Zach, thank you once again, man.
Zach, thank you. But when you're in the arena, I gotta kill you. I gotta kill. It's mandatory. I have to put the sword through his face.
No friends in the arena.
Yeah, no friends in the arena.
It's unfortunate, but it's how
Yeah.
it's gotta
It's
go
gotta
down.
happen.
Yeah.
It's gotta happen.
So anyway, let's wrap this up, man. For all you guys out there, this is our new screen. Look at that.
Man, it looks clean.
We
Got
got some
some
new
gradient.
graphics. We got some new graphics.
That's pretty.
For all you guys out there who haven't already, if you have, thank you so much.
Yes.
But if you haven't, please subscribe to our channel.
That's right.
Because if we hit 500 subscribers, we're going to go ahead and do the hot sauce challenge.
And
Melt
see
our face.
Stikz
Yes.
suffer.
Yes,
Hey.
I'm not going to enjoy it
You
either.
act like you're gonna have fun with this.
I'll be alright.
I'm not going to enjoy it.
I'll survive.
But also, that's 500 if you follow us on all our social media or subscribe to our channel.
So if you get a whole high school to join on a thing, that's all of them right
That's
there.
perfect. Yeah, work on that, yo.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And if you
Yeah,
like,
tell your friends, and tell your friends to tell their grandmothers and stuff.
yeah. Also,
Grandmas.
Grandma.
one thing we never really say, but I'm gonna say it now. If you like this video and you like watching this, please share this with a friend or somebody you know that you know.
Yeah, man.
Let them know, man. Spread the love. Spread it.
More interviews to come.
Yeah, there are more interviews to come. We have a lot scheduled. We have a lot of good things coming. So please, just hit that like, hit that subscribe, show us some support. Also, if you're watching this, obviously, you see that you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch live. Be sure to check us out every week, live on Twitch at 8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m.
That's
Not
Wednesday.
every other
Every
anymore.
week.
Wednesday.
Every week.
Every Wednesday.
Every week. We're gonna
Every Wednesday
8 p.m.
at 8 p.m. Eastern
all
Eastern
up in your
Standard
Twitch.
Time.
on Twitch.
What's that,
All
Chuck?
up in your Twitch.
All up in your Twitch.
And if you want to
hey,
listen to the
hey.
audio podcast and you want to
Unfiltered.
show us support, you have to do so on Radio Public.
That's right.
We're available on all streaming services, but Radio Public is the one that you want to do.
That's right.
All right.
All right.
And that being said, thank you once again for watching
We
the
appreciate
Level
y'all.
857 Video Game Podcast. I'm Alg857.
This one, Thursday, yeah.
Stikz.
And your boy Big Chocolate. What up?
Peace.